Hey YouTube, this is Fragments of Memory once again. Now I know I haven't made a video in a while, and that's just because work, life, and also me being trapped in my own personal universe bubble. But that's a whole nother story. And also I noticed that I haven't had a lot to say. Usually I'm responding to someone else's video, like a good buddy of mine, Testazel, and big ups to Testazel. He's doing good on YouTube, and you should check him out if you already aren't subscribed to him. Um, Tonight, I did want to talk about the other because that seems to be a big thing with our society. You know, in a society, you have people that work together, that interact with each other, and act with each other and act upon each other. And I just been thinking how do you deal with the other? Because you can deal with yourself and things that are like minded, but how do you deal with the other? For example, do you feel fine about the job you do until you're compared to someone else? I know I do. Like, I work a job and it's decent and I have a fun time there. However, when I'm compared to someone who's in my age and in my general comes from my community and let's say they're a doctor or a lawyer or doing something they really dreamed about, I begin to feel inferior. And I know that you should never let anyone make you feel inferior without your consent, and that's a mantra that's been preached to us by the self help people. But deep down, I still feel those feelings of inferiority when I'm around those people. And I only feel it when I'm placed in a situation where I may or may not be compared to someone. So that's just a thought I'd like to pose is how do you feel about the other? Does the other really dictate to you how you should be or how you shouldn't be? Um, another thing I've noticed is too often when we encounter the other, in order to not face their disapproval or their ostracization, if that's a word, or in order to not be ostracized by those people, we alter our opinions, we alter what we do around them in order to fit in with the group. Now, this is something that I find very interesting. The group mindset, the group think, you know, and sometimes that can be good because you need there is safety in numbers and you can't be an isolationist and people do need people. But how much of us is us and how much of us is that other? And we even get into it in fashion and pop culture. I'm not as pretty as this person, or I'm not as handsome as this person. I don't make as much money as this person. I'm not as tall as this person. Or if you're a lady, my anatomy is not as pleasing as this person's anatomy, and they seem to get a lot of attention from other people, and I don't get any attention. So something must be wrong with me. So I always ask the question, how do you deal with the other? And these are just thoughts in my mind, like, because by nature I consider myself to be more introverted, not extroverted. And because human beings are naturally social creatures, I always have to come to grips with the other because there are oftentimes I walk into a situation and I'll see other people doing whatever they're doing and I'll be like, I'm not as good as so and so. I'm not as profound or intelligent or whatever the case might be. You insert quality and then you insert I'm not as next to it and you have it. So, what do you all think here out on YouTube? Please give me a response, whether it be video, whether it be text at the bottom. Just tell me what's on your mind, what's on your brain. Let me know. Take care. Peace.